Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to briefly talk about my Frankenstein #2 bow. As I had mentioned before, there wasn't a bow that really jumped out at me that I really liked this year, so I started kind of bastardizing or Frankensteining a couple of different configurations. I'm a bigger person and I like longer overall bows, a little bit bigger dimension, and there's just not a ton of that running around out there these days, on top of very short brace heights, 6 inches, 5.5, 6 1/8. I'm not a big fan of that because honestly, I'm an accuracy guy. Yes, I like fast bows, but I like fast, accurate bows. That's a big deal to me. I like bows that shoot really consistently at distance because I frequently practice at 120, 130 yards. That's part of my life. It's part of what I really like to do, because when you practice at 120 or 130, 50 and 60 is really easy. Like it feels like a 2-foot putt kind of thing. I mean, it's just way simpler. So, but most of the bows that were being offered this year as new bows, not a 3-year-old bow or a 2-year-old bow, weren't available in something that I would really consider acceptable for myself. So I will reveal my second Frankenstein bow to you, which I made one of these last year. I didn't talk about it, but I made another one this year. This is my Reckoning X. This has a Revolt X limb on it with a Revolt X cam. I wanted a little heavier bow. This actually came out to be an 80-pound bow when I was done. It's a 35 axle to axle bow. The brace height increased about 3/8 of an inch, and I got 5 to 6 feet more foot a second out of this bow than the previous Reckoning. The previous Reckoning had more of what I would call a target cam on it, slide adjustable draw peg, which from a hunting standpoint I do not like and do not want. I don't want something that can freely move. I want something that screws into a hole and stays fixed. And the Revolt X cam does that. It has a given position of stop. Now, the draw lengths didn't work out to be exactly what it says on the cam because the brace height on this bow is higher, but I've been shooting this bow a ton at 120 and 130 yards, and it is really accurate. Great overall bow. Not going to be the average bow for the average guy, because this is a big heavy bow. So if you're a Western guy and you're trying to shoot stuff a long ways away and don't really care about how much something costs to make or build, because this is already like a $1,500 bow to begin with, this might be for you. Something like that might work well for you. And if you're a long draw length guy, this bow does go out to 32 or 32.5 with some real legit performance. I do really love my Revolt X SS, but thus far, at long distances, this has been a bit more accurate. And it should be, but it is also a little bit slower overall, because this wasn't a fast bow to begin with, but having that cam on there did make it pick up a little bit. I like playing with this stuff. I like to tinker. I like to mess around, and I constantly feel like there's got to be a way to make something better than it already is, so I experiment a lot with these sort of things. But this bow is pretty awesome. I'm going to take this antelope hunting in Idaho here in a week or so. I'm really excited about it. I'll probably use the Revolt X for most of my other stuff, but in antelope country, they can tend to get away from you really fast, and this will be a more accurate bow at distance if needed. So I will end up using this. This is my Reckoning X. Sweet little bow, but sharing that with you guys. Head on over to podiumarcher.com for all your archery needs. $99 and up is free shipping. Let me know if there's stuff that you can't find there that you're looking for. I'd love to get it on there if I'm allowed to sell it to you, and if not, I'll point you in the right direction of where to get it from or who might be able to provide it for you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Feel free to ask me questions about this. As for my other bows as well, I can build you a Reckoning X if you really want, or a Revolt XSS if you really want, but keep in mind you have to buy a bow and you have to buy cams and strings, so it's not cheap. So for all the people who are messaging me asking me if I will build that, yes, but I have to build it in person, and I'm not going to give out the specs of what I took to make the bow, but I am happy to do it for you if you want, but it is expensive. So just throwing that out there so you're aware. Hit like, hit subscribe, keep coming back, trying to make you better archers, trying to give you better opportunities. Please let me know if you have any questions about anything. I try to get back to everybody as much as I can. There's a lot of messages out there. I'm trying really hard. It is our busiest time of year, so be patient with me. Might take me a couple days to get back to you. Or if I'm gone hunting for a week, I'll get back to you as soon as I get back. I'll do my best to, but more than anything, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for keep coming back. Love you.